What do you need to know right now? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another pick card reading. We're looking at what do you need to know right now. It's going to be short, to the point, just what you need to know right now, what's most important. It could be about anything. Hope this helps you out. Thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate it. And with that, we'll get started with the reading. Timestamps are below. Hi, beautiful pile one with the Bloodstone. We're looking at what do you need to know right now. So let's get started. Seven of Pentacles and abundance. Okay, so you're coming into some rewards for your hard work. You're coming into some abundance, but it's just the beginning of it. So something you've been working on for a long time is finally starting to pay off. I feel like there's a little bit of back and forth where you made a little bit, then you lost a little bit, made a little bit, lost a little bit. So this could be stocks, it could be a career, it could be a project, it could be a business venture, it could be a side gig, it could be a current career trajectory, like whatever it is. I feel like you had some wins and you had some losses, but there are very little wins and losses throughout the course of this, whatever it was. But now you're finally entering a time of more consistency or more stability in progress and success. Your income is going to start growing, or your clientele base, or your net profits are going to finally go in the clear, or you're going to be starting to make more in your salaries. You're going to be working your way up the ladder. You're finally getting the recognition that project paid off, or someone found you in the sea of other coworkers, or there's something that like set you apart, or someone's finally noticing your hard work at work, or you have an idea that sets you apart. So whatever it is, it's going to be finally in the positive, if you know what that means for you. Okay, so what can you possibly do, and is there any actions you can take right now? Collaboration and spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Okay, yeah, so we get this energy of you're going to be working with other people. So this might be like a new boss or a new team, or your partner at home in your life. It could be a business partner coming into your life, or a friend that's starting to like help you out, be involved, or something like that. So whatever this is, it seems like there's at least one or two other people involved. It could be like a new team project. A new team where you have a new project. Maybe you're the new team leader. It could be, you're moving to a different department. Maybe some of you are like collaborating. If you're in media, putting your heads together with other people for a potential new direction to take, something like that. I feel like it starts now, and then in about 6 months, it's going to go to the public, whatever that means for you. So I feel like right now you're coming into this opportunity, and you're starting to work with people, but you might not see this new project pay off until like 6 to 8 months from now, maybe even a year and a half from now. But you are in the positive, and that's allowing you to make room to work with others or expand your business, your project, your career goals. So this is a good thing. Spirit is saying that like you're finally coming into the positive, or you're having some stability in your career or your work or your income, your salary, or something of that sort, or you're going to see stable growth. And so now you have you can breathe and let that pressure off of you. And now you can collaborate with other people to move your career, your job, your business in a bigger direction. Does that make sense? And you might not see the results until 6 or 8 months or so. Whenever you're watching this, it could be in the spring, or it can be 6 to 8 months from whenever you're watching this. But it feels like you first start getting into the green. If you finally get into the green, you finally get into, instead of the negative red, area, you're finally in the green area, or something happens where maybe there's like a windfall money, or you get a really big bonus this year or something like that. You get some name recognition or something puts you in the clear enough that you can like you immediately start of thinking of the next thing. You immediately get this new opportunity to level up yet again, because I feel like you achieve the success you needed to achieve in your current money career situation. And so I feel like almost immediately you get the opportunity to start on the next level, if that makes sense. All right, so what else does Spirit have to say to you? The Seven of Swords in reverse. Wow, the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. The two sevens means that whatever you're doing right now, you're on the right track. So you don't need to worry about if you're like thinking like, am I not making enough moves? Should I like let this should I let this time breathe for myself? Let opportunities come in, let myself transition. Whatever you're doing, Spirit is saying you're on track. Just keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you've been thinking about this time in your life, this, last month, this month, next month, wherever you're thinking about this time previously, was right on point. So I feel like earlier in this year, or whenever you're watching this, like maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, you were thinking like this might happen around this time of year for me. And it's like it's playing out exactly what you're as it's supposed to, but you're getting kind of like caught up. Like, is this what's supposed to be happening? Like, should I be doing something? Should I be doing less? Like, So Spirit's like, stop worrying. You knew what was going to happen this time of year for you. Let it just happen. Okay. Let's see. Sovereignty, and it came out in reverse. Yeah. I think Spirit is like saying like it might be freaking you out because like things are falling by your wayside left and right of you. So like you knew this was going to happen. You knew that certain people, places, and things were going to leave your life. And you knew this was what needed to happen in order for growth, in order for the next thing to come in. And look, in your career and financial situation, that happens immediately. So you just have to let it happen. I feel like people just have a natural tendency to doubt things and fear things when they're changing or falling away. We see that as a negative thing. We should change our perspective to see it as a positive things. Things are falling away from my life. Awesome. That means I'm making room for new, better things to come in. So you have to just change your mind, like not be scared of things falling away. We have the tendency to do that because we hold on to things that are familiar to us, comfortable to us. And so to see it fall away, it makes us doubt our initial thought, which you already knew, Pile 1, you already knew like this is going to happen at this point in your life. I'm getting like, you've seen this coming. You knew this was going to happen. Let it happen. And don't freak out about it. Everything seemingly negative in your life is positive, and you know why. You know what's replacing it. Right? Is there anything actionable? Dates. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's like, I'm hearing Spirit is bringing in some distractions. Positive distractions. Me time. Aw, enjoy your own company. Okay, so anything that's actionable here for you? Spirit's like taking yourself on a date. Because I do see like the sovereignty and then the Seven of Swords in reverse. Like what's happening. You just need to like enjoy this time. Like take yourself out on dates, have fun, being on your own. I think it's really important and powerful for you if you enjoy the time alone right now and really, really relish in it. It might be one of the last times you get to be this alone and peaceful in your life, because we see some collaboration coming in terms of your work, and we see like this date and me time. What that brings in, a lot of if you're single, is going to bring in a partner who might be there for life. If you're currently partnered up, it might be signifying that this might be one of the not last times, but one of a time where you can have time to yourself, that you might not get often. So either way, spirits like relish in this time. Trust me, trust me. In a little bit, you might not have this time again. All right. Does spirit have any last messages for you? Yeah, Knight of Cups. Yeah, it does seem like love is coming into your life, whether you're partnered up already or not. If you're single, I feel like there is a really powerful romantic interest coming to you, soulmate level or higher. And if you're already partnered up, it feels like there's going to be a rejuvenation in your current connection. And so this might be a good time to do your solo stuff, you know, your solo adventure, your solo work, inner work, or whatever you need to do. Because it feels like things are going to be different after this, you know? But for most of you, it's like it's signifying some important romantic interest coming into your life. And temporary situation. It came out in reverse. So again, I feel, yeah, the Seven of Swords and the Sovereignty came out in reverse. It's like I'm really strongly getting that this might be one of the last times you get to have this kind of peace and quiet. It's kind of like a bachelorette phase. Like this is the time where you might want to go on a solo adventure, you know, do something you've always wanted to do, enjoy, you know, going on walks and having dinners, watching movies, whatever you want, because after this, you might not get the choice of having it just be you. Even in terms of work, it feels like as soon as you hit the Seven of Pentacles energy, like you're going to be moving into the next thing already, like immediately a new work or financial opportunity is going to come in where you're working with other people. So this might be truly one of the last times before you move into like the second act of your life or something where you get to be alone. And if you've been alone or feel alone, even if there's a lot of people around you, or feel like you've kind of drifted away from people, kind of evolved, changed from the people around you, like this is truly a time where even if you've been feeling alone, to relish in it because it might be your last chance. All right, pile one, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile two. For the Sugalite, we're looking at what you need to know right now. So let's get started. Eight of Cups. All right, and celebration. Oh, wow, okay. All right, so I love this image of this boat sailing away. It kind of reminds me of this like cheesy poem I wrote a long time ago about like kind of having a celebration sailing away. And you can see this like romantic imagery here with your partner to your new life together on this new adventure or this new journey, whatever it is. And kind of leaving behind anything that was not serving the both of you. So I do see that you're not alone in this. So whether you're partnered up or not, I do feel like you're moving into the next chapter of your life with someone or with certain people, close people to you, that are all kind of leaving something similar behind or all leaving something behind. So this could be like actually physically moving to a new location, or it could be more like moving past people who don't have the same beliefs or ideals as you. Maybe you're moving from a line of work or a certain kind of lifestyle. But yeah, it does seem like you're not doing this alone. So at least with your partner, if not more like your close friends or close family or someone who feels like very, very close to you. It could be a sign of starting like a startup together with like-minded folks, or starting some sort of community, moving into a new community. something of that sort. Yeah. So it could be a living situation, or it could be related to like your job, especially if it's around like-minded people. But I do see something related to community and like-minded people for sure. All right, is there any actionable items here? Okay, Master Lightning, the King of Wands, leadership, and you've got the power. Okay, wow. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. Leadership. So you're being called on, and I feel like it's not just you. I feel like it's like you and your partner are like a power couple and are leading this movement, leading this group of people. Yeah, that's why I kind of got like the startup kind of energy, or starting a community kind of energy. I mean, it could be like starting a family or something like that, but I feel like it's like something more. I feel like it's like for a cause. It's intentional, an intentional living situation. Purposefully coming together with people who are like-minded in a community, in a work situation, or something of that sort. I do feel like you would know what this is all about, pile 2. Like, if this is your pile, you know that you're being called to lead in this way. You might have brushed up on your leadership skills. That's putting it lightly, but you've been definitely put through trials and tribulations in the past several years, at least, if not like your whole life, for this kind of leadership role. And you're not doing it alone. So it's not just like you sitting up there telling people what to do. It's definitely a group effort, at least with you and your partner, if not more, kind of leading people in this new direction, something that kind of fits with who you are now and where you want to go, and where you want to take this vision of yours for the future, for the betterment of humanity, or to at least be surrounded by people who have the same ideals as you and would like to practice more intentional living with like-minded folks. Yeah. This is your time to shine. This is your time to prove what you got. I feel like you definitely know, pile 2, that you have this this skill and this ability. It's almost like a natural skill and ability within you, but it's been kind of cultivated throughout your life. I'm getting, especially in the last 5-6 years, you've been kind of really prepped for this. So if you're partnered up, you're definitely going to be doing this with your partner. If not, this seems like someone that's coming in that this is going to take off with really quickly, especially because you two are like, have this like melding of the minds where it's just we both are on the same page right off the bat. Find like-minded people because of the way that you two magnetize people to you, to your cause, to what you're all about. It's really good energy. Really good energy, yeah. Because, yeah, I feel like leave all the garbage behind, There's something about, like, it's time. It's time for you to step up, and you know it. You're not alone. And, now it's time to show what you've been through. This is the time. It's show what you got. You're ready. I don't feel like you're scared or intimidated by this change in position, immediate change in position. I feel like you're ready and you know it. This is something you've been working towards, whether you know it or not, All right, so what else do you need to know right now? 9 of Swords. Interesting. Okay. And creation. All right. All right, so there's a little bit of the spirit's preparing you for something you might have to leave behind that you're not so happy to leave behind because you worked really hard on it. It could be a home. It could be some sort of project, business, job, family, friends, life you've created, like a home you've created, certain projects that you worked really hard on to cultivate. Yeah, I feel like it's something that you worked on for a long time, put a lot of your heart and soul into, and Spirit saying it's going to be tough trying to leaving that, knowing that how much energy, blood, sweat, and tears you put into it. But Spirit saying like, obviously you're moving towards like something much better. And it's a little bit kind of unsettling too, just because it feels a little bit like you're starting from square one, starting from scratch, moving into this new chapter. But Spirit saying it's like it's not like that. It's not like that at all. You are at the beginning of something. Obviously, this new life is amazing, and you're not going to start in this smack dab middle of it, the peak of this new beginning of awesome life. You're just at the beginning of it, so it's not going to be like you're starting from scratch. Even if you are, it's so exciting, and there's so much energy and good buzz and vibes around it that like it's not going to make you miss the things that you left behind. I mean, what Spirit wanted to say about that, you know? Separation, yeah. Sadness, bitterness, yeah. Thinking about stuff from the past, feeling uncertain about the future. Yeah, it's just kind of natural to have those things come up when you're in that kind of energy. How much good can you handle? Explore the upward spiral of grace. Yeah, it's very short lived. You know, like the trajectory you're on, it just goes higher and higher and higher. Like it's unbelievable. It's unimaginable by your mere human mind of how amazing this next chapter is. It just gets better and better and better and better. It just goes spirals up. You know, it's all good from here on out. So there is a little bit of a separation, and that's just a little bit of anxiety from leaving behind so much that you've worked so long, hard, and like put all your heart and soul into. For some of you, I am getting like maybe leaving behind like adult children or like close family members like that, for the sake of this endeavor, but it's like worth it. Others might be leaving like a job or career that you put a lot of work into, and it's like do I really want to leave this? Like the money is here or all the work is here. This is how people know me. This is my like mark in the world. Like, do I really want to leave that? Especially a lot of you who are kind of like at the peak of your career or reaching the peak or whatever. Yeah, that might be a little difficult as well. Some of you are going to be feeling like, I spent so much time making this home perfect. I put so much money into creating this perfect home. Made it perfect, like made each room exactly how I want it. You know, landscape the yard exactly how I want it, and now I have to leave that home behind. That's where, you know, I had so many good memories with the kids, with the this and that. So a lot of people have a lot of like attachments that they might feel kind of for a very short period of time sorrowful from separating from. But Spirit's like, you have no idea how much good is coming. You might not even be able to handle it at first. That's how much good is coming. So I do feel like for you, pal, too, it feels like a general message of like big things happening. I mean, it seems it's like a general reading, but if this pile resonates with you, it will be very specific. Like you'll understand, you know, the assignment. Like it's very clear, like what's coming in for you. Okay, then anything Spirit might want to add for you. Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, we got the 8-8. So something big is manifesting for you, pal, too. I think Spirit's like not mentioning any specifics because it's very different for each person, but it's very big for each person that has chosen this pile. Desk, pay attention to your work. Yeah. So, Spirit is saying like what you can do right now, because I feel like a lot of you are asking like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like what's the action here? And Spirit is just saying like whatever you do for work, just like pay attention to that. Whatever you're working on, just pay attention to that. Whether it's like working out, whether it's some hobbies, some creative projects, something you're working on for work. Like, you don't really have to pay too much attention. It's just like, candle, yeah, see, you'll be shown the way. Spirit's just like, if you don't know what to like do with your hands right now, because I feel like you're very like antsy, you're like, I'm ready to go, and you might not know it, but your body and soul knows what's coming, and so you're feeling a little bit antsy, like, what should I do though? What actions can I take? And Spirit's just like, just focus on whatever you're working on. Just work on whatever, like whatever you've been working on, just keep working on that. You'll be shown the way. Like, we're just telling you what's coming. It's a big, big, big manifestation. I mean, you're working one-on-one with like source here to manifest this big, huge, magnificent change in your life. You're not going to be alone for it, and you're actually going to be leading it, but you don't have to lead it alone. It's just an upward spiral. Yeah, if you don't know what to do, just focus on whatever you're working on, whatever that is. It doesn't matter. It's all going to be gone. Wow. Don't scare you. It's not whatever you're working on. It's not going to matter. Just if you just don't know what to do, just focus on things with your work, because you don't want to overthink anything. All right, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did resonate with it or liked it, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. The Kyanite, looking at what you need to know right now. Let's jump right into it. Ace of Wands, okay. And beginnings, okay, wow. So Ace of Wands is basically a new beginning. We see that beginning is here. Something is happening immediately for you, pile 3. Could be today, could be tomorrow, by getting within a week. For most of you, it's like within a week. If not sometime around there, but something's happening immediately for you. I'm getting this is something because you let go. Like, I feel like you were looking for some sort of big change in your life, and you put so much energy and emotion behind this manifestation that, it's been building and building and building and building behind the scenes. But then you finally just like let it go. You're like, I don't really care. Like, whatever happens, happens. Like, that's fine. Whatever is meant to be will be. And you're just like, I'm content with wherever I'm living my life. Like, cool. If it happens, cool. If not, like, that's cool too. You genuinely mean it. You genuinely feel like if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, like, you're open and happy to whatever happens next, knowing it's for your highest best good. And so it's happening for you now, pile 3. All right, so let's see if there's any actionable items for you, if there is something you could do, or what this might be related to the world, everything. Your complete life overhaul, I'm getting, like your complete life change. So there's a major, major, major cycle that is closing out for you, and a new one beginning. I feel like you've been feeling so many energies of things ending, and you're like, when are things going to finally begin? Like, I get why things are ending, but when are things going to begin? It's very like now. So you have the 21 for the world card, the 2 to the 1. So I feel like you've been feeling a lot of endings, and you watch it end, and you do the inner work to assimilate to that new energy, watch things end, assimilate to that energy, do the inner work behind it, watch things end, assimilate to that energy, whatever. And then it's like, okay, like I see a lot of things wrapping up, ending, moving on from, like, one of the good things going to start coming, right? And the spirit's like, now, because we go to the 2 to the 1. Be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. All right, so with the unicorn there, I think that's unique. Yeah. Is there a unique unicorn? No, there's not a unicorn in each of these cards. So I do feel like you're already on the path. Spirit's just giving you like a pep talk, like before you go out there, like, you already got this. You're already starting to show. I'm getting like your light is already starting to shine, and you've probably seen kind of proof of this recently in your life. So things like, if you go out, like, people start to crowd wherever you go. Maybe you go into like an empty store, and then all of a sudden it gets busy and there's a line behind you. Or, you go park in a parking lot, and all of a sudden there's like so many cars and people that show up out of nowhere, things like that. So you might have seen that kind of stuff happen. You might have started getting a lot of Kundalini activations. So you're getting a lot of sexual and creative energies exploding out of you. Or you might have had like activation where like you feel like the energy is different. You might have been getting a lot of attention from friends and from strangers for your work, for things you've done in the past, for your beliefs, and for your ideas. So the world is changing. And the funny thing is, it's changing because you've changed. It's kind of like when you do that kind of internal work, the environment, matches your energy. So you've changed to such a drastic way, to such a degree that like the environment is now catching up to the amazing person you are now. But I'm getting that like you were kind of hidden, and your light was kind of like hidden just so you can have this drastic growth. Like, so if you were wondering, like, why are you working so hard and not really seeing too much of it manifest in your environment, is because your change was so significant that your light was kind of hidden and you're kind of protected, so you can go through that full transformation. And it was such a massive transformation. I'm getting years that, or even decades for some of you, that that Spirit wanted you to completely finish that transformation before putting you back into the world and like having your reality change. So that's probably why. So I feel like this pile 3, oh man, you've been feeling it. If this is your pile, this is your energy, you've been waiting. Like, it feels like a lifetime for this. It feels like multiple lifetimes. All right, so what else is Spirit think that you need to know right now? The Gate. Oh wow, so the Judgment card. Judgment into the world. Okay, so 2 ending cards of the Major Arcana. Train Whistle, which is a confirmation that things are changing. I also see it was 2 birds, now 3 birds flying away. Oops, one card. And Beginnings. Oh wow, 2 Beginnings card. Oh, are you kidding me? These are 2 different moon decks, and they both have new moon beginnings. Interesting. All right, so this is timeless reading, but you might have just had a new moon happen for you recently. At the time that I'm posting this, we just had the new moon in Scorpio, and that's such a significant new moon because it's right after the eclipses, and this is close to the time that Pluto is going into Aquarius for good for the next decades. So it's a powerful new beginning. So I feel like this pile, you are seeing, like, look, we have 2 gates here. I love gates. I don't know why, but yeah, I see 2 gates here. Beautiful. You see this gate is kind of like you see this winter and snow, and you're walking through the gates. It's like summer and spring feeling. And this gate kind of looks like something magical is behind it, something you could not believe, awe-inspiring, beyond belief kind of energy. Yeah, so Spirit is saying like, no, we're serious right now. I don't know what other, if you're new, you don't know me as a tarot reader, I don't know what other readers you might listen to tell you the truth. I think a lot of them are not good out there on YouTube. It's like flooded with tarot card readers right now. Like, I used to listen to a lot of the OGs, and like I think the tarot card readers, like the more popular ones right now, are better than some of the OG tarot readers back in the day, like when YouTube first started. But like nowadays, it's so flooded with people who like think they can become a tarot card reader overnight. It's like, dream as much as you want, but it takes a lot of dedication, discipline, practice, experience, and some of it is just natural ability, which you can have from birth, or you can develop if you have an inclination to it. If you have, if it's been passed down through family, or if you have a past life in it, which I have. I've had past lives being tarot readers. Or it might turn on randomly later in life, which I've had like a couple of psychics tell me like their power turned on like randomly after this experience or that experience. So yeah, it's great. It's a great practice to do for yourself, for your friends and family, if you're into it, if you have the knack for it. But not everyone's meant to be a tarot card reader, especially not have like a business around it. But yeah, like careful who you watch. You don't never know what tarot card readers, what kind of energy they're connected to. Like that's why uh, it's a very divine skill, and you have to be disciplined. You have to know what you're doing. Like there's people connecting to energies that they have no idea what they're connecting to. Anyway, I digress. Pile 3, you're moving into a new energy. We have the 20 for the Judgment card and 2 for this New Moon card. So we have 2, 2. We have a 3 here with a 21 and 3. Okay, so we have a 1, 2s, and 3s a lot here. So we can see that you're, quickly moving into this new cycle for yourself. With some actions you could take. Is there any more information you could give, Spirit, about this new beginning? Watching, looking. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's like, if you keep looking for it, you're not going to find it. Because I feel like even like say watching this like tarot reading, you're like, you've done the work, right? You like kind of forgot about it and now it's happening. But then you listen to this tarot reading and it's just confirmation for something you already know. But then after you watch this reading, completely forget about it again, okay? Because like this is like just like a little like confirmation and like a yay cheerleader like from your spirit guides, your spirit team, be like, yay, you got this pile 3, you're right, you're on it. Like this, it's like right here, it's right here. Okay, now forget everything about this. This is just a little confirmation, so just keep it in the back of your mind, but forget about this reading, forget about everything, forget about the whole thing happening. So that's what I'm getting a little bit, like watching water boil or something like that. I watched pot boil slowly or something, whatever the saying is. 10,000 angels. Oh my god. See, I was saying like your spirit guides, your spirit team. I feel like there's like a ton of people, like a ton of guides and your angels, guardian angels and ancestors, and like everyone who's been like kind of cheerleading you on, like all around you, and they wanted to give you like one last pep talk. They want to give you one last pep talk to be like, you did it, you're here, we're so incredibly proud of you. Now forget all of this so you can act surprised when it happens, okay? So I feel like seriously, like you're here. And so if you're like feeling like tired or feeling doubtful or like, oh, it's not gonna happen, first of all, this isn't your pile then, because this pile like knows, just doesn't know when, and doesn't really care anymore when or if or how or what. That's how you know that you're there. All right, let's see if Spirit have anything else additional to say or any more specifics, because they're just saying that like this is here, not without saying like what is here. The Knight of Swords. So I do think you're going to get some sort of communication or message. Cloud, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Okay, so I'm getting like, I'm getting this like specifically like maybe a person or a job or something that will make you want to kind of not leave this cycle and repeat it again. You know what I'm talking about, the negative energies, right? This pile 3 specifically, I wouldn't talk about like dark energies or anything to just like typical viewers or people who aren't really like spiritual and know what they're not further along in their spiritual journey. But pile 3, like I know you are, so like you aren't gonna be afraid of dark energies because you're protected, you're on the divine path. Like that shit doesn't scare you anymore. You know that they can't even touch you, they can't do anything to you. So if you see 1 or 2 people try to like hold you back and restart this like another cycle that you've already done again, I feel like you're gonna laugh. You're like like, what do you think you're trying to do? you know? Like, get out of here. Like, get out of here, dark energy. Like, before I transmute you into like light energies, right? So, I think that's like, I feel like you would transmute them, but like, you're like, like, I have other things, more important things going on right now. Like, so I feel like this pile of three, like, like, you're that powerful and you're that amazing, and that this is something that's happening for you. I'm going to pull another message for you because I just feel like, what is this? What's happening for you? It's something good you can like kind of look forward to. 7. Okay, we got the chariot here. Something is moving really quickly. This is all moving really fast. And bouquet, compliments from admirer. So spirit's like, don't worry, like the 1 or 2 times that you might feel like someone's trying to pull you back, I feel like you're tired of that. Like, why are people trying to always pull me back? Why do I always have to feel like I have to go through hurdles and lessons and this and that? You're gonna be matched with like the 5D version, like the next energy that you're going into, people who are inspiring you and encouraging you into something that you would like to do. But I'm feeling like this is like energy of like things that you would like to do but not, like, may not do. It's just kind of like mirroring this like energy of someone, this dark energy being like, oh, why don't you indulge in this bad habit, or even if you do, it's like, it's not going to affect me, or why don't you start this relationship again, or why don't you like put down your boundaries with this person who, like, or why don't you do one last project for this boss, like, it's like, no, cut it off. Like, you already knew that. It doesn't affect you. Nothing can stop you from moving forward to where you're supposed to go. But that's going to be mirrored with people who are going to be encouraging you and bringing you good opportunities. Like, hey, I found this really cool like music show. I think you would really like it. Like, here's a flyer for it. Like, you should definitely come check it out. Like, good opportunities that you're like, oh, that sounds really interesting. Like, actually, that's the kind of music I really like, or that's the artist, or that's like a place I really like to go. That's an opportunity that's like right up my alley. I probably won't because it's on a day that like it's inconvenient for me, but like, how awesome that I met someone who showed me this music event that I probably would really like. Older woman, yeah, I think the older woman is just kind of it kind of represents to me like people who have been in that energy for a long time. So like, if you're moving into like the 5D consciousness, the 5D dimensional realm, like the 5D energies, the 5D earth, whatever you want to call it, I think you're gonna be also introduced to a lot of people who have experienced being in that energy, just so you can have some familiarity. Yeah, so you feel welcomed and you feel like there's someone you can go to if you have any questions. It's like moving into a new neighborhood and it's like, oh yeah, like I have no idea where anything is. It's like, oh, like if there's an emergency, you can ask this person like where the closest hospital is, or, they probably know the best place to fix up your car, that kind of thing. Like, I feel like that you're given like a guardian in real in real life. Like, it might be an elderly couple. It could just be someone who it's just people who have been in that energy for a long time. I feel like they have this like protective thing over you, where it's just like they're put in charge of like, oh, this is a newbie, newbie in the 5D. Like, let's just make sure that they're settling in okay. So I feel like whatever energy is trying to hold you back, and it's like not that many. Maybe you'll have one experience of it, maybe 2. I do see people. It will be matched with people who are inviting and warm in this next chapter, whatever it is. Are you going to give a clue, Spirit, about what it is? Horse, short journey. It's like, just relax. Like, literally, like the chariot and the horse here. It's like, it's literally here. Just, just chill and just kind of let it happen. Yeah, I asked, like, is there, like, any actions you can take? And perspective came up, and perception is here. So Spirit's like, the only thing you can really do is like, if there's anything feeling negative or dark, just be like, that can't affect me. Like, laugh it off. If you feel anything negative happening, just be like, this is all, like, and you feel like kind of weird about it, just be like, oh, this is all happening for, like, you know, because I'm moving into the next chapter. It's all good. It's going to be replaced with something better, especially if things are falling out of your life. And also, if you catch yourself thinking about negative thoughts, like, oh, this neighbor, like, oh, this job, immediately think about the opposite. Oh, what would it be like to live with nice neighbors? What would it be like to live, or like ideal neighbors? What would it be like to be in that awesome next job? You know, like, switch it to the next, like, the more positive thing about whatever it's triggering you. And you just need to keep that up for a little while, short while. You're literally on your way to that new beginning. How it will come in and what it is, Spirit's not giving me much. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I'm getting, it's like you'll get money in order to do your spiritual practices more. So if you wish you had more time to eat healthier or go for more walks, be out in nature, do more meditation retreats, or just even meditate at home more, have more time and energy for that kind of stuff. Like, I'm getting you'll get like resources materially, financially, so you can practice your spiritual practices or like self-care practices more. Like, it's holistic, so it could be physical, it could be spiritual, whatever. That's going to be your first sign, is that you're going to get material and financial abundance for that. All right, pile 3. I hope that was, I was like, it was like pulling teeth trying to get information from Spirit, but they're like, it doesn't matter. They're going to like experience it in like a second anyway. So, I hope you're really excited. I guess you had to forget about this reading right after you watch it, but hey, I'm just the messenger. It's just my divine duty, and I'm honored to do it. So I hope you enjoy the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4 with the Hematite. We're looking at what you need to know right now. So let's get started. The Hermit. Oh, that is so cute. It's a hermit crab on the thing. I saw my first hermit crab recently on the beach. So cute. That's a lie. I've seen one before when I was young. Oh, you know what I saw? I saw one of those like crabs that go like, that walk sideways. It goes like this. It was so cute. These eyes, these like beady eyes, reminds me of that. The past, hermit, the past. Okay, pile 4. You're going through a hermit phase because you're doing some review of stuff from the past. Oh, how annoying that is. I'm getting, it's like, not, you don't have to do anything. There's just like so much random stuff coming up from your past. Things that you feel like you wish you said something. Things that you didn't even realize kind of bothered you. Like, oh, I wish I said something there, but I haven't even thought about that. Like, I never even thought about this situation. Or like, oh, I totally forgot about that, you know, I had a, you know, this kind of crush or this kind of, you know, dream and desire for career or for lifestyle or whatever. It's just kind of like a bunch of stuff just flashing in your mind. That's usually a sign that you're moving into a new cycle, and without you having to be consciously aware of it. So this is happening in your subconscious mind and your unconscious mind. Just things are coming up to clear, and it's kind of like I see a bunch of people just like in an office being like, okay, this is a thing that we need to sign off on. Like, okay, we need to read this short, get the abridged version. Okay, we need to file this away. Let's put it, like, you know, send it up to the front of the brain. Just checked it off. Okay, they saw it. Throw it in the filing cabinet. Okay, so I see a bunch of, I see that kind of energy happening in your mind where things are being filed away. So you might have just like random Memories pop up. They might have like a theme, they might not. It's just random stuff. And however far back it goes is the kind of cycle. Like that's how long and big the cycle that's ending for you, that you're moving on from now, is happening. So spirit's just like, you know what? Just chill right now. Like I feel like you might get angered and triggered by some of these memories sometimes. You just gotta you don't have to harp on them. You don't need to do any inner work on them. You just gotta let them go. They're just coming up to the front of your brain to be acknowledged, and then that's your sign off. And then your mind in the back is like filing it away. It's just like cleaning out the office. It's cleaning day. They're doing inventory. They're going through all these like memories and filing things away that are important. Making sure they get the okay from the big boss up in the conscious area of the mind, and throwing it away, or filing it away. So Spirit's like, yeah, you might have some weird, like you might have some images or memories pop up that are not cool. You might get angry or sad about it. Spirit's like, try not to feel anything. Just like remember it and then just move on. Just do something else in the day. But just in case you get a little bit angered or sad or something in the moment, you might want to avoid people for their safety. But mostly, you might take things out on people that you don't intentionally want to. You might be frustrated with the memories you have around people that are around you, and it's just like you might not want to bring up those memories. That's from a long time ago. It's not even relevant to your life anymore, or maybe not relevant, but like maybe it's not helpful to your life anymore. Holding on to that anger or that grudge, it's like you've moved on from it. Time to move past it. So it's like, why be angry at it now? If you accidentally talk to that person, you might bring it up, and it's like not worth it. So Spirit's just like, it might be a good idea to just kind of be on your own. So any actions you can take besides that? Seven of Clouds, scarcity mentality. That's the Seven of Swords, and patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first, and we know what those are. So you're going through like kind of a mental clearing. This is one of the bigger ones. There's no inner work required here. It's just, you're just gonna have to let it happen, let it come through. And they're not all unpleasant. Some of them are kind of funny, or maybe funny to you now. Some of them might be just like, oh, that was a nice, friendship I had, or that was a fun work experience. Like, it's just like random shit. You just gotta let it go through you. But I feel like the main message to take away from there, as Spirit is saying, is, maybe allowing time to kind of just do this. So you might be like, this might be a good time to binge some TV, order some takeout, do some like low level activities, keep yourself moving, cooking, painting, walking, whatever you need to do, but give yourself time to just like let these memories funnel through, is Spirit saying. All right, so what else would Spirit want you to know or need you to know right now? 10 of Wands, and it came out in reverse. And Balance, and that came out in reverse also, and that's the number 19. Okay. So we have 9 for the Hermit, 10 and 19. So we have 1919. So that's like a definitely 1919. It's a sign that things are beginning and ending. Cycles are changing. With the 7 here and the air. We got fire, we got earth. There's a lot going on mentally behind the scenes, yeah. Your spirit guide, spirit team, your higher self is doing a lot of work. You might be having a lot of very vivid dreams at this time. you can write the dreams down, you can analyze it if you want, but when you like, I feel like if you can remember your dreams, it's a good practice to remember your dreams as much as you can. The trick is trying not to move as much when you wake up. Having like a voice recorder is best, but then writing it down immediately so you can remember as much as you can. I use my phone, just type it on a tarot app journal thing. The dreams that you're having now, they are very vivid and visual, but you don't have to pay attention to them as much because you know what's in it. Like if you write down the dream, what's happening in the dream, it's like, oh yeah, definitely clearing that out. Not gonna see that again. That cycle is broken. So it's very just like basic dreams of things that you're clearing out. So that's just like a sign of like the amount of clearing out. Like it's like a warehouse sale going on over there. It's like, everything, the whole company shut down. It's going out of business. It's just everything everywhere in all locations. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's pretty big what's happening. But it's all gonna be paying off soon, especially with the Ten of Wands and balance. Let's see what Spirit has to say about what you can do. Clock. Needing time. Okay. So Spirit's saying like the clock is standing still for you. So Spirit's like, don't worry about if you feel like, oh, I need to take action on this. I need to make more money. I need to go see these people. I'm running out of time. I got to do this by this end of the year or by the end of this month and end of this week. Spirit's like, don't worry. You have all the time you need. Time is standing still. All the opportunities that are meant to come to you are going to come to you. And when you're good and ready. So don't worry about when and all these things that you have to do. You don't. Like they're all... Like everything that's meant to happen is going to happen. It just really depends on when you're finished, when you're good and ready, when you're done with all this stuff. There's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. So saying like where you're going is so truly magical. Like it's like all the work you've done, because I'm getting like there was so much internal work that you did and it's making you so tired, exhausted. It's like, when is it going to be done? And Spirit saying like, don't worry, like all the work that you put in to yourself, all the inner work, all the mental work, spiritual work, emotional work, all the behind the scene work, all the work that your spirit guide, spirit team did as well, it's all for something. Like, it results in something. It goes somewhere. Energy can't be created nor destroyed. It's changed into something. It's all been building up to something, and it's for going home. So you're becoming who you're meant to be. You're transforming. You have transformed mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and probably physically. Spirit is just saying it's all worth it. It all adds up to something, and it's happening now. Don't put a time limit on it. Like, it has to be by the end of this month. It has to be by the end of this year. It has to be by 6 months or this, whatever. Let it come through. Is there anything else the Spirit wants to say to this beautiful pile? Oh, we got 8, the Strength card. It's so funny. In this deck, the major arcanas are switched. They're not the number of like the Rider-Waite major arcana. So this is definitely the Libra card. You see with the sword and the balance there, scales. Fairness. I feel like you're Your concern is, will this have an equal result? Will all this work that I put in have an equal result, like a result that's equal to this amount of work? The divine is mentioning that they're true and just, and of course everything balances out in the end, and of course the outcome is going to match the amount of work you put into it. Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So I feel like wherever you're going next, especially with the Justice card here, I feel like you're going to be blessed with a baby if you're looking to have a child. If you're looking to have a partner first, I feel like you're going to have a partner come in where you're going to be able to build a home. If you're looking for a good career opportunity with steady income, with a great salary, with a great vibe that matches yours, that's going to be coming in for you. For some of you, it's both. So that's something you can look forward to soon. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. It came out in reverse. I feel like you were the person who, you look around you and you see all these folks that are being incredibly stubborn and unwilling to change, who they, their perspectives, their beliefs, to grow and to evolve as a person. And amidst all that energy, all those folks, you changed, you came out better, you've evolved. And now you might be feeling like, I'm around too many people who are the stubborn mule. And I know, I was there. So, what do I get from changing? Do I have to be that odd one out in front amongst all these people who think the same or behave the same or are unwilling to grow and change or better themselves or better the community? Shark. Take care. I feel like you become the shark, right? And now you're a shark. Like you're the wolf among sheep, right? I feel like you're taking off your sheep clothing. Maybe you had your sheep clothing off for a long time, but I don't know. It's just kind of like a bother mostly. I don't know what does this have to do with anything, Spirit? Okay. What do you need to know? The Ace of Pentacles. This opportunity is coming, whether it's if it's related to your creating a family or your current family, or if it has to do with a business opportunity or job opportunity that's coming. Dark Man. Yeah, I am getting an angel. Okay. Protection from harm. I feel like you're going to be protected from the stubborn mules of the world, I feel like they've headbutted you one too many times and you're kind of tired of that. Even though you're a shark now, it's still kind of annoying being headbutted by these stubborn mules who are just I'm seeing this directionlessly bumping into each other and going in circles and just going through the same cycles over and over again. You broke these cycles and you deserve a life that reflects that, and Spirit understands that, and Spirit understands your frustration. I am getting a lot of an undertone of frustration, tiredness, exhausted, done with this. Spirit is just saying, in a very real way, in the physical, they're going to be sending someone to you that is going to actively protect you from the idiocracy around you. So, yeah, this could come in the form of a mentor, a new friend, a new colleague. a new neighbor, a new partner, but there is someone coming in who's going to save you from all the headbutting of people who are just accidentally headbutting everyone else just because they're going in circles over and over again. They don't know how to get out. They're just piled and crowded. And you're like, I've been wanting to move on from this bullpen for a long time. It's crowded with idiots who are just bumping into each other over and over again. Respect their, you know, they have their journey, but you're kind of like, I'm ready for a level up. And so I feel like someone comes in. This person is definitely definitely has this protector energy. Kind of like a pet, like a cat or a dog's energy. They're very, you know, they have that protective energy, and certain animals have that high frequency energy that actually protects you from negative energy, or if you're feeling kind of sick or unwell or depressed, you know what I'm talking about. This friend has that kind of energy around you, and you know it'll probably be returned you to them. But this is someone coming in. I do feel like it's someone new. It could be someone coming back from the past, but I feel like for most of you, it's like 99% of you is someone new coming in who has been sent to be on your path so you two can come together and get out of that, you know, dumb mule pen. Yeah, in the form of creating a family, creating a new work opportunity. If you're younger, this could be like someone that you can potentially live with as a roommate, or kind of work at the same place, colleagues. You know, if you're not partnered up, this could be in the form of a partner coming in, a romantic love partner. If you're looking for a new career, it could be definitely someone in regards to like a boss, kind of like a mentor type figure, or someone who's like maybe like a little bit older than you, or in a one generation older than you, kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, depending on your situation, that's when it's coming in for you, pile 4. So Spirit's just like, keep your head down. As soon as you can kind of just let these things pass, like you'll have things coming through. I got by the end of the week, so it could probably only just take like a week at the most to just let these energies come through and for you to be in a hermit mode. Binge your favorite show, get some takeout, you know? Go on some walks, talk to some friends, like over the phone, but you should be by yourself. You don't want anyone to like get your heat when you're, you know, triggered by random shit that comes up when you're having these memories come up. Yeah, keep yourself grounded. All right, pile 4. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If it was helpful, if you liked it or resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.